Greetings, ladies and freaking gentlemen of the internet. This is the Fat White Knight, as always, coming to you from another live stream. We've got some work to do. Let's get it out of the way. Yes, I have a camera on for the first time in ever. No, not ever. But, long time. Oops, let's do that. I've got various hotkeys now set up. We'll see if they actually work in the way that I have intended them to do. We'll see what we're going with, what we're cooking with, and, yeah, should be a good time here. We've got a lot of work to do today, and I'm just going to try to ignore that the camera even exists, to be honest with you. The only thing I gotta be wary about is, I don't know. I feel like whenever the camera is on, I have this, like, unconscious bias to scratch my nose, and I don't know why. Don't really understand it, but I know that it is a thing that happens to me. So I'm going to try my best to just ignore that it even exists and try to get more comfortable with it. Wait. Test? Okay. I was like, do I have the audio on? I do. We're good. So we're doing a little bit of digging over here. We have quite a ways to go, and it's going to take some time, for sure. I don't know for certain that we will be able to achieve this feat today, or in the short time that we have with each other today, but we're working on making a large river / lake at this point, I guess you can call it. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. I'll show you that in a minute, actually, so you guys can see and get a sense of scale for what's going on. I should probably get another pickaxe now while we're here. All right, so let's just take a look. And so this is going to be the total output size of our river. Pretty large, not gonna lie, and we still are gonna have to make some alterations over here. All along this side. This side should be fine, because I probably will just block this off with some kind of mountain or something. And then we have to decide if we're going to keep this river here, or if I just add a mountain. Mountains seem to make everything easier, to be honest, so we might just do that instead. Which, I guess, if we're doing that, we should probably get ourselves some trees so that we can carry all of the stone. Alright, let's do that. I don't really want to, because it's gonna suck having to collect all this, and it's gonna slow us down significantly. However, maybe better than flying over there. No, let's just dig. Let's just dig. I can't be bothered, honestly. Shame, I know. Wasting hundreds of thousands of materials. Sucks to suck, I guess. Oh well. We're gonna make it work. Just gonna dig out what we need to and ignore the rest here. Let's try to get rid of all the stuff around our little pyramid here, so we can do it in one fell swoop and not have to worry about it. Alright, perfect. So let's get back to doing our normal. Wait, this should be 2. There we go. Good morning, anyway. Eaten. I've watched a little bit of live streaming action. Watched some YouTube videos. Got my water. I'm still sick, so I do have my box of Kleenex off to the side here. And if you hear me or if you see me just sitting there below my nose, that's what I'm doing. I will do my best to use the hotkeys that I have now set up in order to make that a reality, so you don't hear or have to hear me blow my nose, because no one really wants to hear that, right? Right. Anyway, today is gonna be a nice, calm day. I hear a spider somewhere. Don't know where you are. We just have many, many thousands of blocks to dig out, and we're going to do one layer at a time so that I feel like I'm making some kind of a difference here, even though we both kind of know that is not the case, and it's still going to be very gradual, very painful to mine out all of this stone here. But it needs to be done. If we don't do it, no one else is going to, so we need ourselves a river, and this is only the first step. After we actually get this part mined out, we gotta take it in again, because we need to go back through and actually add the proper layers so that we can add all the sand, the gravel, the clay, and some other blocks, I'm sure, to make a nice little river here. And of course I say little, but it's quite large, so, you know. Okay, let's just do this one big chunk all at a time here, because the beacon being where it is kind of messing with my feng shui. Just is. I also don't know how long of a stream this will end up being. Just kind of a test stream to see if our camera works all right, if we could do a little bit more, which we could, obviously, but I don't know. Just kind of a test. You guys will have to let me know. Does the audio work correctly? Do I sound normal? Do I sound echoey? Because if I sound echoey, then that is a problem and I gotta go fix that. But if I sound normal, then I guess we're good. Let's do this whole chunk all at once. And we should be able to go like 25 rows in that direction, give or take, without our beacon running out here. And that's great news, because we don't really have the beacons required to keep doing it. So we're gonna have to set up new bases as we get to the iron fort. We have our iron farm just over that way somewhere. I do have the simulation chunk distance set to 32, so hopefully it continues to produce iron, but I don't actually know if that is a true thing or if it's not a true thing. Don't know. No real idea here. All I know is we must dig. We must dig a lot. And we only have like 5 pickaxes left before we need to go and repair them as well. So we should consider making at least one more pickaxe every time we have to go and repair. That way, eventually, we'll have a better supply of that and we won't have to worry. So, seems like the smart thing to do. However, our emerald acquisition cost has gone up significantly due to them getting rid of my ability to dupe string. Sad. That's how we used to make all of our emeralds, and they've taken it and they've kind of fucked it. Just not very nice, honestly, but it's okay. Absolutely okay. Beautiful. Still a bunch of animals down here. We don't really care about them, to be honest. Yeah, so you can see that we'll need to add another beacon, like, here-ish. Which means we'll need another base. Like, I want to leave the bases if possible, so then all you have to do is add the beacon back, good to go. But I don't know if that's going to be a thing over here, because I don't know how much iron we actually have. Ooh, look at all that. Let's go drop this off real quick, because we do have some stuff in there that we're not currently using. Delicious. So we got our ores. Boom, 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 boom. Let's take all of that, because it is all kind of useful. Let's drop off everything that we have. Andesite and granite. We've got cobble here. And we've got a stone here. With a little bit of andesite here. And gravel is upstairs. Perfect. Grab a little bit more of that copper here. We'll smelt all of it because I don't see a reason really not to. Yeah, and that way we can try to keep this as just ores for the most part. Like, these are all ingots. You know, we should, while we're thinking about it, we should actually go and do that. See how many pickaxes we can make. Which building are we going to? We're going to this building. This is not the greatest smelter in the world. I will be the first to tell you that. It's kind of shit, but it's okay. Which one had you? Alright, let's take... Alright, we need our books. Let's go get those. I'm pretty sure we have one pick ready to go. Yes, we do. Did we have the books for it or nay? Nay, okay. We should sleep first, I guess. Man, I'm fucking tired. Change this just a smidgen. There we go. Hello? What was that takeoff? That was like the slowest takeoff in all of history. Flying to the blue house here. And we're gonna need... I don't know, maybe we just use all of our emeralds, to be honest. So let's try to make... like 4. If we can make 4 of each, that'd be pretty huge, I think. We need efficiency. 2, 3, 4. And I would like Silk Touch for all of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we could still make 1 more, probably. We don't really have the inventory space for that, though. And we still need our pickaxes. I see. Okay, so 4 for now. It should be fine. Can do that. Let's drop off... Whoop. Let's drop off the books, I suppose. And see if we can't do some combining. Books in there. Dirt we don't give a shit about. And we need 1, 2, 3 more pickaxes. That is at the greenhouse over here. Still need to make these things proper houses, because right now they look like shit. Not you. You? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And while we're here, we should stop and get ourselves some golden carrots as well, I think. Okay, beautiful. And carrots. 63, that'll last us a hot second, and I think that's all the emeralds we want to use at this time. Because we don't have, this is the last of our emeralds right here. This, like, 5 stacks that we have, and we need it for food. So, let's try to keep that here. And let's go ahead and disenchant all of them. So, we know we need to do, oh, wrong. We need to do mending, unbreaking, mending, unbreaking, mending, unbreaking, mending, unbreaking, efficiency silk, efficiency silk, efficiency silk, and efficiency silk. And then we need to combine those, but we definitely do not have the required levels for any of that. Maybe, right? Yeah, no, 11 levels. So we don't have the required stuff to do that. That's fine. We're just going to put that in our little box over here. That way we know, hey, idiot, you have the supplies with you to make this. Especially because all of our shovels are badly damaged right this second, but that's okay. It's okay. Let's refill the rockets, and we are just gonna put all of these safely tucked in there so we know that can go in there, that can go there, and let's keep that with us in case we run into water. It's not. I don't think there will be more water at this particular moment, so we should be okay. Alright. Next thing I want to check real quick is, do we have any more iron from our farm right here? Do we have enough to make like another set of stuff? Not quite. But also like a decent amount. So you need 2 stacks plus 36 of iron blocks to make anything. So currently we have probably like 1 and a bit. Yeah, 1 and 28. So we still need another full stack of iron blocks to get that going. Too bad you can't use a copper to get that going. Oh, we gotta empty that also. That reminds me, we gotta do that. Because it is full. I forgot about that. So we take all of this, make it all into our copper blocks, which is lovely. Let's just take those and re-smelt them, I suppose. Should be fine. Do something like that, and these can go at the bottom here. Should be fine. Put these quickly and quietly in our house. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with all this copper, but I really want to do something with it. I love the look of it. I think maybe, just maybe, it could look really good into some of the walls. That would be a question. Let's find out, I suppose. Alright. So, how many layers is this? It is 4. So we gotta go 2 wide. Let's just do these massive chunks for the moment here. Only because I don't really see a reason not to. Like, we could do the 2 wide, and it probably is just about the same time, but we can also just do this and do it all in one swoop. Which seems pretty neat to me, anyway. I always love the sound like that. It's just like a machine gun rapidly digging through the earth. It sounds so nice. So rhythmic and chanting. Alright, we just gotta get this down to the correct layer first before we start doing anything fancy here, because if we don't, it could mess things up greatly. I don't know if you can tell, but Doggo is back there laying on the couch. One of the two. I'm sure the other one will be here at some point to show her fluffy face. Comes to get some pets, and then she goes back to sleeping. Definitely want to get coal and copper and iron, which surprisingly we haven't got a whole lot of. I thought iron... Maybe iron's a little bit lower, actually. I have been wondering why we haven't been mining any. Just a lot of copper and coal, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm probably going to let my ADHD take over a little bit today as well, and so that I don't mine out and burn myself out of mining as fast as we're going here. Maybe we like stop to build a couple trees and we go do, you know, whatever. Things to break it up, I guess, is the goal. I also do this in like very weird sections. As you can see, I got rid of all the surface dirt. Oh, Jesus, what's going on with my eyes? Get rid of all the surface dirt so that we didn't have to switch back and forth constantly. However, there are still things under the surface that I wasn't able to see, such as this dirt. So you do still have to switch back and forth, just it's not as much, I feel like. And it made me feel a little bit better, like coming to that conclusion, just like, oh, all the dirt's gone, now we can work on the stone. It's kind of nice. Let's go sleep. Okay. I do have 2 waters with me here because my throat is still a little sore, a little dry, and trying to get over it. Alright, as far as this goes, let's get rid of some of this. I would like to do maybe 4, maybe 4. That way we can pick up all the important things and not worry about it. Because all of these ores are important, but not why you would think that they are actually important. We're going to use them in like mountains and stuff like that, and I think that they will look really pronounced and good. Maybe we do that, actually. Maybe every layer that we do, we try to use up the stone real quick. So let's go like this and like that. Maybe 2 and 2. I think 2 and 2 per layer is probably fine, because we're not going to get that much of it. And we do want to pick up the gravel as well, so we'll take that. Gravel also very, very important. We need a lot of it, and I'm talking 20 double chests full of it so that we can make all of the concrete powder that we need. Because we need a lot of concrete powder. Granted, I only have to use 3 of each, but we're probably going to use more, because that's kind of how I roll. Some blocks I like to use a lot more than others. I think that's important. Ooh, time to get a new pick. Boom, boom. New pick acquired, and continue. Rapid speed, babies. Absolute rapid speed. We could have TNT'd this whole thing out, but I just don't think it was would be a great idea. We could, but for what purpose, right? Lots and lots and lots to go here. Like, you can tell just how long this has taken me based on what we are currently going through here. Like, granted, if I were to power through, do nothing but digging, it would probably take 4 or 5 hours, I think, to mine out the rest of this area. However, I really am not feeling the diggy today. The dig, I'm not feeling it. So we might just go build some trees and, you know, work on some other stuff. The face cam, I know. Hello, how are you, Crip? What's going on? Now with face cam, I sucked it up and I've decided to do it. So, I have brought back the face cam. We did used to have it in the before time, but... Oh, I've revealed it before. I stopped using it for the most part because my internet was shit. And it would not allow me to stream and use a webcam at the same time. So, I had to stop for a very long time because I moved apartments. And now I finally have 5 gigs up and 5 gigs down, so it can actually hold the amount of bandwidth that you need to stream with a camera. Simple as that. Simple as that. Maybe we start with a mountain. I don't know how we'll make that work, but kind of want to. So I think first and foremost, we're gonna want... So the river's gonna go to there. Okay, let's figure this out. Yeah, no, there are YouTube videos already though that have me with a face cam on, and there are past streams as well that also had me with a face cam on. So, not the first time, but first time in a long time, that's for sure. That is for sure. So I think we want, and then we follow the river to do that, right? Right. How you doing today, Crypto? You at work? Do we just follow the outside of this? Does that make sense? And then if we wanted to like make it into a shallow river or a real river, we'd kind of need somewhere to open this. So we probably would open in like that general area right there. It's gonna be tough. We should really plan this out. Should really plan this out. Either that or we just start draining this. Kind of want to do that just so that we know. So let's take and cover like just a wall right here, I guess. We probably should use dirt for this because our beacons don't reach over here, but meh. Don't really want to use dirt for it. Testing 1, 2. Still don't know actually if my if my microphone is now working or if it's fucking up because of the cam. I'm not sure. Okay, so maybe we just start the draining process here. We don't really need to, but we should. Because otherwise, this is not going to line up with the inside of that. So it does make it a little bit bigger still than what we wanted it to be. But that's, you know, me in a nutshell here. Alright, so that is probably fine. And then we're just going to have to segment this off a little bit. 2, 3, 4. Can we do 5? Probably. Probably, right? And if we do it just right... Is that a wandering trader? Aha. Hello. What do you got for us? Cyan dye, yellow dye, dripstone, nautilus shell. Ooh. Could be nice. Could be nice. Not gonna do it, but it could be nice. We still are in beacon range. Oh, there is one right there. I was like, we shouldn't be in beacon range, but we are apparently. You doing all right today, Crip? 4, 5. Whoopsie, whoopsie doodle. Can you not see my messages? I answered your question. Can you not hear me? Hold on. I guess that's what we should do first. Is my mic working? Because that's mic is working. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Did you? Okay, I will answer your question. I decided to do Facecam because I had the bandwidth suddenly to do it. was playing Ark. I did not see that message. That message did not pop up on my side. My bad. My bad. I saw all the others, but I did not see... There's no one about Ark in there. Weird. Very weird. Ark. That's crazy. I haven't played that game in a hot minute. Hot minute. Real quick world tour. Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't see that message either. If that one was sent, that one did not pop up as well. So that's very interesting. Very weird. Interesting. Yeah, we can do that. Let me put this little... Alright, so we'll start here with what we're currently working on. This is what I am calling a quote-unquote little river. It goes from right there all the way to the shoreline right there. And then there's going to be a mountain range all the way over there. And let's go crank up the view distance just a hot minute more. Like 26 should be fine. There we go. Still not fine. You still can't see the edge. But we have to dig all this out. And then we got to dig further in here. This is going to be a very, very large scale river. Over here, we have our one and only main base so far, and this is called Seraph's Outpost. You're making an ocean. No, this is a river, not an ocean. River. River. So we've got a little start to a mountain range here. Yes, river. A van down by the river. Ooh, that could be kind of cool, actually. Maybe we make like a little cart or van down by the river as like an homage to Chris Farley. So we got a little bit of a mountain range going here. I do have to make a van. I think that would be quite nice, actually. But it has to be like an old-timey one because these aren't like modern. So we got a lot going on with the terrain here. And in this particular one, we are doing a couple rules. We have one which is in every world that I will ever create. When the project is finished, there is no such thing as visible torches. There's no such thing. Unless we're strictly using them for decor and not for lighting purposes. Number 2, we are not allowed to have netherite armor of any kind. No netherite armor, no totem in my inventory, nor do we own a totem at all. Number 3, all builds must be connected. So, with this massive river, and yes, we're going with river. With this massive river, we're going to make a massive bridge over there. And that's going to be the connection point to our world. A massive, massive bridge that goes all the way from here to the other side. And then we have my favorite rule, which is a new addition this particular season. In this one biome here. We'll fly up so you can kind of get a sense of scale. This one biome, from there all the way to where the bridge stops. It is the secret rule. I have now revealed it. Someone did guess it, so I have revealed it. So all of this, all over to there, and all over to here. You can't know. You can know. I promise. It's okay. Someone has guessed it, so I have, in fact, revealed what it is. We have to use 3, at least 3, of every single block in the game. There are roughly 1,500 placeable blocks in Minecraft. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now you know. You do. Sad boy. There are roughly 1,500 placeable Minecraft blocks in Minecraft, not including the flowers. Okay? We're only using blue flowers in here. And we have to make this whole biome look good with using at least 3 of every single block in the game. I haven't decided if I want to make that a little bit more difficult by including interiors. If we don't include interiors, it's going to be a lot harder, and I think more fun for me, to use some of the blocks, like pink glazed terracotta, for example. The one that has the stupid arrows pointing out and is bright fucking pink. Like, if I could just put that inside of a house, it's pretty easy to use it, right? But if I can't do that, it would be much more difficult. So I'm kind of leaning on that side, but I haven't fully decided yet. Impossible. Is it, though? Is it impossible? And that's pretty much all of the world that we have so far. A lot of trees, a lot of buildings that are not finished, and also our nether portal that's still not finished because I want to add some like clouds up on the ceiling here to make it like a quote-unquote god room. You can see here a little window of, hey, this is our creeper farm. Not very efficient, but it does get the job done little by little. Gets us some creepers, get us some gunpowder, and so far has kept us sane. But just walking, I'm going to walk around just so you can kind of get the sense of scale that we are actually dealing with here. It's a lot, okay? It is very large. We are adding weird choices of blocks in places too that I think look really good so far. And it's interesting because I've never used every block before like this. And there is going to be one of our massive trees as well. With banners? Yeah, maybe. I actually like the magenta one, the one that doesn't have the arrows. I'm going to use that as like berries in some of the trees. I think that is going to look really good. Same with like the lapis block. I want there to be like little subtle things that you'll see. Bro! Oh, sorry. Holding a golden carrot. My bad. My bad. Little subtle things, though. And we actually have almost every farm that we need here. Believe it or not, me, the person who doesn't make farms, has some farms. It's kind of weird, but we do. Oh, do we have dirt? No. Damn. Little things. Like in that building right there, we have an automated wheat farm. In this one, we have an automated wool farm. The one back there, we have a smelter, storage unit over there. We have every book trade that we need over there. We have our food sources over there. That's an iron farm. Oops. This one's an iron farm. This one used to have my emerald makers in it, and they got rid of that ability, so it doesn't. This one has a cactus farm. This one has a sugarcane farm. Masons, stone masons, I believe. And then we have a slime farm in this hole here. It's not a very good slime farm, I will be the first to admit. But it is a slime farm nonetheless. You can see it really hasn't been loaded too often here, so there's not much in it at this moment. And then this one is the other iron farm because we needed more iron. So this is a double iron farm because we needed more iron. So we did go ahead and make ourselves a second one. And that's helping to get all of these beacon bases up, which is something we really freaking need. Because we have a lot of digging to do. If you haven't noticed, it's a lot of digging. So, all in all, we haven't really built that much. But we have done a lot. And looking at the thing, we're on day 914. We will not finish this before day 1000. I will tell you that forthright. We will not finish. Can I land on this, please? Good lord. We will not finish before a day 1000. Which is, you know, what it is. It's because we decided to up the ante and make this gigantic river. Without it, I feel like we probably could have finished something on time, to be honest with you. But we've spent like 300 days digging this at this point. So there is that. Alright. Let's just make some stone lines here so that we can actually drain these things. 5 blocks wide, the entire length of this, and I realize that 34 sponges is not going to be enough for this, so maybe we need to get more distracted and see if we can't start draining the Guardian farm, maybe? Probably beneficial to us. Because we need more sponges. A lot more sponges. I don't know. I guess we'll see how 34 treat us here. But my money says it probably is not going to get us very far. Which I guess is fine. Like, our nether portal is very close by, so it's not that big of a deal. And if we do these in sections like this, it shouldn't be that bad, but I also feel like we should still get at least a stack. At least a stack. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, even just draining something as small as this takes some time, right? Patience. I don't necessarily think that it is a patience thing. It's more of a I'm crazy kind of thing. You know? But, actually, if we're at 915 days, that means we have surpassed our old record. We have surpassed it. So, our last world that we had was lost on 846 days, I think. This makes that a new record for us. Hard for your vision to come to life? Yeah, and I would say building on a large scale is very difficult, especially like that tree. I'm making 10 of those that are that size. I didn't even add all the leaves to it yet, but I'm making 10 of this. Yeah, it is. Here's the thing I will say. You kind of have two options with regards, three options to regards with big builds in Minecraft. Number one, you draw out in real life on a notepad or whatever of whatever you're going to be making. A rough sketch as so that you can follow the guidelines and know kind of what you're getting yourself into. It doesn't need to be perfect, just like a rough outline, right? Number two, you use creative and you plot it all out. Me, that one is not an option because I'm not willing to build the same thing twice. I'm not willing to go into creative and build something only to have to build it again in survival. Or using Lightmatica to port it over and build it block for block, because that really defeats the purpose to me. So that leaves you with option 3, which is what I do. And that's, I kind of just wing it. I just wing it. Ooh, we're out of stone already. That was quick. I wing it. For better or for worse, I wing it. Can't tell you if it works. Can't tell you if it doesn't. But better or worse, I wing it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really run into that problem too often. Very, very rarely do I ever build something and have to tear it down because it's so bad that it didn't work, right? Usually I can just keep adding and adding and adding and adding, and eventually it will look good. But I've also played this game enough now that I kind of just know what's going to look good before I build it. Okay, 34 sponges is all that we have. We got to make sure we continue to have 34 sponges. Because if we lose any, it's tragedy. We can probably just, yeah. Ooh, this is a deep fucker, huh? You're deep. Why are you so deep? Let's get rid of this. We have enough? Yeah, look at that. We had enough to get rid of it, it appears. Alright, 34 sponges is what we need to have come back to us. 34. No less, no more. Well, if we had somehow gotten more, I guess I'd be okay with that, but... 34. Then we'll just head to the nether, dry these bad boys off real quick, and keep it going. Oh, shit. And perfect amount of sponges. Good to go. The only reason we're draining this portion along our river here is because I need it to all look the same. And it's gonna look weird if we don't at least do this part here. It's gonna look weird. Very, very weird, and we don't want that. So satisfying to do that like that. Makes sizzling noises. It's beautiful. It's great. Oh, that's the only way to dry sponges. You can put them in the furnace, but it takes so long. It takes so long. As a result, I can't do it anymore. I can't put them in the furnace because like I only have 34 of them, right? So if I had to, it'd be tragedy. Absolute tragedy. Let's just get rid of it, I suppose. Yeah, we really need more sponges. Let's just soak it up. Soak up all the water. 18 plus 16, that is 34. That is a good number. Be gone, water. Hello. Hi. Easy. Some nice jazz music going on. I kind of dig with it. So we should have 32 plus 2. And we do. Beautiful. Arise. Yeah, I have. Today is the first day back with camera, so that should help a little bit. But I've also been like sick and stuff too, so it's hard to tell. But on average, I usually get, I don't know, 5 to 10 people or so, which is fine by me. If I was on more of a schedule, I think we could boost that up too. Go to like, instead of 5 to 10, like 10 to 20. But it's so hard for me to be on a schedule. I know the importance of it, like fully, but I also can't commit to that. I stream when I feel good about streaming. I don't really stream when I should stream, if that makes sense, you know? What I have seen, though, is a huge influx of people watching the YouTube for some odd reason. I don't know why. Most of the videos that I put on there are unedited. They are part of live streams, right? But like sometimes I'll take some clips and I'll put it onto or combine it with a live stream. But most of the time I'm just talking. And for some reason, people want to hear me talk, and I don't really know why. I don't really know why. That's 32. But it's weird because, like, voice is soothing. I don't think so myself, but I mean, if people feel that way, I guess. I don't know. To me, genuinely, all of YouTube is yelling in the mic. That's fair. God, why? Might want to check my stream category. Hold please. Hold please. You are correct. Hold on. You are correct. Okay, if you refresh, it should now be correct. Thank you for that, Kep. Hey, I have never once claimed to be a professional. I never will be. Oh, Lord. You are correct. How are you doing, Keb? I appreciate you stopping in and let me know. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Ooh. Do we have all of our sponges? Professionally unprofessional. You're damn right. Proud of it. 7 plus 27, 34. Quick maths. Yes. Nice. What's interior attack again? Okay, day just started. Nice. If you click on the reward, it should tell you. Like if you like try to redeem it or whatever, it should tell you what it is in the description. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember what it is right this second. I don't remember. Oh wait, hold on. I can do this. Hold on. Interior. When unlocked, the viewer will get their own house decorated with the villager, and complete with a villager name that is the same or shortened version of your account name to live in that domicile. That is what it is. I forgot I could look up at myself like that. Day just started. It's 10:30. What do you mean it just started? Also, I don't know what that badge is, Kev, but it looks really cool. I guess we would have to... I need to go back and look at some of those because some of those could have been for the earlier world and may not apply in here. So if they don't apply, that'd be interesting. Bigger the better. Oh God, on the river. On the river. Do you know how deep this river already is? Like how it's going to be? It's fucking crazy how big it's gonna be. And you want me to make it bigger? Keep in mind, if you use that reward, it actually makes it easier for me to use every block in here because I'll have more space to work with. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
A follower approaches. Fuck. Welcome to the night crew.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you for that follow. God. Your schedule's been weird? I feel that. Are you looking for something new now, Kev? Oh, fuck. Dude, that... I don't know why, but that follow alert gets me every damn time. It's my own voice, and it freaks me the fuck out every time. Thank you, Nora John? Did I say that right? Apologize if I said that incorrectly. I think it's Nora John. I love how you got bored of the water parts, you go back to digging. I ran out of stone, so I need more stone before I can do more water. Been at it for a while. What kind of job you looking for? Once I get more stone, we'll make more lines and we'll do more water. Anything. I mean, you could try... Well, I ran out of stone in my inventory. Let's put it that way. I didn't run out of stone, but stone in the inventory. Stone in the inventory. You could always find a job in retail, Kev. I know it's not the greatest, but you can make good money in it. Not all retail, but... And do you know how many stones I've let despawn, Crip? Do you know? It makes you sad. Yeah, that's fair. I can't argue with that because I throw away thousands of blocks of stone. Come work for you, kid. It's fair. You could do that. If it pays for travel, that's fair. Or if you have anything like work from home, Crip, that could be work. That could work for him. Could work. I don't pay nothing for travel. Rude. I will say though, Kev, in managers in retail make pretty decent money. Even like lower level managers make pretty decent money. The hours are shit because it's retail, but it's pretty easy to get hired, and it's pretty easy to like show that you are better than the average cat, you know? Ooh, I really want some sandstone, I think. That will actually keep. Getting a promotion to a new state. That's fair. Go back to security. What made you... If you don't mind me asking, of course, obviously feel free to tell me to go fuck myself. But what happened? Did you just hate your job and leave, or did they like try to get rid of you? Work in retail, you also agree with that statement? Yeah, like it does make... It does do it. That's for sure. Thor, hello. How's it going? Let's go sleep. Thor. I finally have access to better internet. Yes, that is in fact an animal in the back. And one of them is coming to show herself right now. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. Ari, up. Come here. Up. Good girl. Come here. Oh, yes. Hello. Oh, yes. Hello. Hi. Hello there. Oh. Hello. This is the baby, and that right there is where finger. That is the older sister. Traveled to Wisconsin to pick up a driving position. Didn't work out because they were trying to cram many experience into 2 weeks. They're so calm. Oh, they are not calm. they are calm right this second, but let me assure you, they are not calm. The one I just had in the shot is she's like 3.5, and the other one is like 4.5. But definitely the one back there is way more calming. 1 gig of internet speed. Get on my level, Thor. I got 5 up, 5 down now. It's the best I can apparently get without getting business internet. Ugh. Which is freaking weird, by the way. You want better internet speeds? Get business internet. Well, I don't have a business, so can I get business internet? No, you're fucked. All right, thanks. Appreciate it. That's genuinely how it feels for me. Wisconsin, huh? Let me hit you up after this Keb. Your stream is a business. I mean, not really. I have some people that I know in Wisconsin, Keb, and they might be able to get you a job. I don't necessarily know that that's something that's an option, but I would not mind reaching out if you would like. That was a 6-hour drive. Okay, fair. I have to do something I don't normally, is having breakfast. Wait, what? Watching my friends? Nice. Breakfast? It is 10:50. It is almost lunchtime. What do you mean breakfast? What do you mean? Breakfast, he says. I had General Tso's chicken for breakfast. It was very nice. You woke up at 4 a.m.? I woke up at like 5:30 today, I think. And then I went back to bed for like 2.5 hours. And we have our first ban of the stream. Congratulations. Get banned, bitch. Oh, I see the bot. I've smacked him. Yeah, get smacked. I don't know why, but it gives me great satisfaction banning people. 8:50 where I am, just finished my shower. Okay, fair. Bot lives matter. No. They absolutely can get fucked. I honestly don't ban people a lot, so I had to relearn how to do it also. So that's a thing. Had to relearn how to do it. I don't know if you can see them, but they're having like a standoff back there. You have a command in your stream. If you type bot, it says that. Nice. I still haven't even looked into how to even go about setting up a bot, because hashtag unprofessional over here. Just today, actually, I set up a hotkey for 1, turning off the camera, and 2, for muting my my microphone. Show you a real cool program? I'd be open to it. I'd be open to it. Is it a lot of work, though? Is the real question here. Because if it's a lot of work, then I don't know if I want to take the time to actually, like, do it. If it's simple to set up and, like, kind of intuitive, then maybe we're talking. But I am lazy. So if it's not like that, it's gonna be it's simpleton. Okay, but is it Viking simple? That's the real question here. Because there have been things, like this chair, for example, that I built, that on the box it was like easy to set up, simple, 10 minutes, like a 10-minute build time, and I was like, bet, that sounds great. And then it took me well over like an hour and a half, and I put the chair on wrong, so sign in, connect accounts, fill in boxes with what you want done. That does sound pretty simple, I'm not gonna lie. That does sound pretty simple. I wonder if we could make this part actually a squid farm. Since this part is actually a river and that is a savanna right there, I wonder if we could make this into a squid farm. That would be really needy. Really neat, actually. That would be... Ooh. You know, we really need a squid farm, actually. And since we'll be working on this area for quite some time, maybe that's something that we actually do. Maybe. It's been a minute since I've made a squid farm, but maybe. I will hit you up and see how to use said program. I may need a tutorial from an expert, though. May need tutorial. Not an expert. How about from a professional? I mean, your Twitch streams have always looked way more professional than mine, so we're gonna go with professional. Not that either. In perspective, though, to myself, I would say, yeah, kinda. And then, like, carbs in perspective to either of us. Very, very professional. D&D streams look well put together. Fair. Dude, I seen this thing the other day. It's like this fully immersive D&D table also. It's fucking sick. Had like projections and all sorts of shit. I'm sure it was like, you know, $20,000 or whatever, but it looked fucking sick. And if like I was playing D&D on that, I'd be stoked. Come on, salmon. I just hope you know you've sealed your fate. You have sealed your fate, young salmon. Hey, hey. Come here. Come here. Up. Come here. Come here. You want to build a table? Have you ever thought about like offering that service as a job? Like, you make yourself a website, right? And then you build a table first so that you obviously have something to show. And then like you will build figures and build tables for people who want them. Maybe you'll even install them or something, you know? That could be pretty dope. Let's sleep. Boop. Set designer. Yes, right? Like you could start small. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Which hotkey is this? Hold on. And that one? Let's go. Holy shit, I used a hotkey. Are you fucking proud? Oh, God. Shit. But, like, you are good at building shit, so you could easily do something, like, creative like that and probably make, like, a good amount of money, too. Like, I bet you, and I've seen, D&D people are willing to pay a stupid amount of money for things. A stupid amount of money. You could even, like, expand into making, like, your own quest series, you know? Like, oh, we're out of fucking sound again. God damn it. Like, you make the campaign, and you could sell those too. I think that'd be awesome. I don't think it would require much in like equity too to get started on that. I really don't. I think it would be pretty efficient. Hello? What is this shit? Why is there an underwater fucking ravine here? Hello? Can we not? I've said this before, I'll say it again. I really fucking hate the underwater caves that they've decided to implement into this game all over the place. Do you know how much more effort it takes me to dig out something like this? Because I have to stop and drain all the damn water every time? It takes for fucking ever. Pisses me right the fuck off. 14 plus 20, 34. Quick maths. Quick maths. They'll pay exorbitant prices. Exactly. Especially if you're good at what you can do, and like you've obviously played D&D and hosted D&D, so that you know like what they're looking for, what they want, what makes a good campaign, and all this shit. You know. Just saying, it's a thought. 30 plus 4, 34. Quick maths. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Drowned little squiddy. You have squidded your last ink there, mister. If we get rid of that, should be good. And you don't even have a chance at staying in that one puddle. Oh, he poofed. I wasn't even done with my evil laugh yet. What a dick. So, Squid Farm, by the way, Can squid spawn in bubble columns? Can squid spawn in bubble columns? Nora John. Rockets. Back to the Nether. It's not taking too long. I think the longest part is really just placing the stone. Once the stone is in place, then it's, you know, it's all over. Hello? Who put that block there? Okay, that spooked me for a second. I heard something. I didn't know what it was. For those of you who don't know also, this used to be a large bastion. Now it's half of a bastion. And there is, in fact, a small froglight farm down there. Very small. Not functional at all, by the way. Like, probably produces 100 per hour, if I'm lucky. But it does exist, so that's cool. All right, back we go. Do we want to go back to digging for a little bit, or do we want to keep draining? Decisions. Yeah. That should not have wet the sponge. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. How dare you wet the sponge? 25 plus 9, 34. Quick maths. Okay, we'll just wet sponge you already. It's fine. (12 plus 22, 34. Quick maths. So many quick maths in here. Look at that shit. Impressive. 16 plus 18, 34. Quick maths. we only have 34 sponges, in case you are wondering. So I'm trying to keep an effort of how many sponges I have and not lose any, because if I lose any, then we're going to be sad. Though we should go dig around and see if we can find any more in the temple that we have conquered. Hello? It's fine. You'll get a wet sponge. Are you gonna... a not wet sponge. A moist sponge. I still think I'm gonna add a mountain alongside here also. Right there, in fact. Maybe even connecting it like on the river's edge there to that. Why do I keep just making this thing larger for myself? I am just kind of crazy. Well, it was enough. Beautiful. Parkour. Good. Parkour. Nice. We've made a decent progress here in our stuff. Which means we are going to have increased squids over here, which is pretty cool. Hello, squid. Alright, let's do some digging. I'm going to try not to be so ADHD today, but I'm just probably going to also let it take over and do whatever strikes me in that particular moment. Yeah. Just let it rain ADHD all over this bitch. So stupid. Oh, hold on. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. At some point, I will be able to smell again, I hope. Because, let me tell you, I'm over it. Blowing my nose every 20 seconds, I'm over it. I've also been sick for, like, weeks. No bueno. Bum, ba-dum, ba. Also, it just occurred to me that Crip has like 10,000 points, which is kind of spooky. Very spooky. £10,000, because a lot of those rewards are around that cost, which makes me wonder a little bit. And there's some people that I know have more than that too, which is also disheartening and concerning a little bit. Oh, you know what I should do for Crip specifically, actually, since he hates me just wasting all these blocks on the floor? I should make a reward that forces me to pick up all blocks for, like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Let me do that. Sandstone. Sandstone looks so good. We need to use more sandstone, I think. I am digging this like smooth jazz that's going on here also. I don't know why, but I've always really liked smooth jazz. So nice. So aesthetically pleasing to the ear. And you can just kind of get lost in it too. Kind of like that. Yep, new pick. I'm in a hole. I'm in a hole! Shoot, we only got 3 pickaxes left. That's not great. That's not great. What are you doing, Bear? What are you doing, Bear? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what? Up. Come on. Okay, I will pay the booty tax. Rub the booty. Hmm? Yeah. Like what? Up. Come on. No. Not today. Okay. Hi, Bear. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey. You wanna come up? Your girlfriend has the same tax. That's fair. Up. Come on. Doesn't everyone? Gotta pay the booty tax. Come on. Come on. No? You don't wanna come up? Go girl. Go girl. Yeah. Hello. Come on. Up. Up. No. Up. You don't want to come up? Come here. Come here. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. Yes, good girl. Oh. This is the other one. The big chonkers. Older sister. Hi, yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. I'm gonna go back to playing now. Okay. Had to take, quick doggo break. Doggo comes over, you gotta pay the tax. Gotta do it. Weird girl. I'm really thinking about making that the mountain. But I also know if I decide to do it that way, it's gonna be a bitch. Okay. Oof. Can I please land on there, you bastard? Nice. So far, so good. So far, so good. Alright, I think we're going to switch over to some Isaac. Play that for a little while. Just get myself some time to think about how the hell we're going to do all of those mountains. Because it's going to take an exorbitant amount of time to do it. Just got to prepare myself. So we're going to switch over to some Isaac and play some of that. Give me 1 second here. We'll probably have to readjust the camera, which is fine, but hold on. We're going to pause this because Isaac has its own music. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. Okay, and Isaac should be there. We cannot put ourselves over here. Maybe down here if we resize a little bit. Is that fine? Probably. That's probably a-okay. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Figure it out. Let's do it. We should probably change the game too, I suppose, right? Change the game. Tearing this into binding up Isaac. Good, and okay. Let's go. Should be good to go. We gotta do a Mega Satan run with Cain first, it looks like. So, oh wait, hold on. Let me